I'm McAllister here in Scarborough. Service level cuts on the TTC have been plaguing the system and TTC riders for some time now. Today, a bit of a reprieve from Mayor Olivia Chow, who said there is going to be more service added. However, it comes at a time when the Scarborough RT is now officially out of service.
A lot of people are now planning. How long would it take for me to take my kids to school? How long would it take for me to get back to work? People rely on TTC, and they deserve a reliable, fast public transit system that works for them.
Increased frequency on 9 transit routes serving colleges and universities, and restoring more than 100 school trips after Labor Day. That's the extent of transit service improvements announced for now, after cuts made to the TTC budget earlier this year.
We are working hard, harder than ever I would tell you, to improve service across all levels of the modal network at the TTC: bus, streetcar, Wheel-Trans, and the subway. Now, safe, reliable, and frequent transit is vitally important to the success of our vibrant city.
As for the budget, officials say they plan to use some of the $60 million that had been set aside to operate the Eglinton and Finch LRTs, which aren't yet in service, and still no indication from Metrolinx when that will happen.
If we put aside that money, we now have some extra cash on hand. We're putting it right back into the system.
The biggest question for transit users in Scarborough is what's in store now that the RT has been permanently shut down after a derailment in July.
I've asked the city and the TTC to immediately work on improving the bus service that has replaced Line 3, with enforced bus-only lanes and priority transit signals so buses can depart every 80 seconds during morning rush hour and run at least every 3 minutes all day, every day.
Because you're at Kennedy and you're waiting for the buses, and it's going to get worse when people go back to work and back to school, so I don't think it was something that was really well planned and well thought out.
After they changed the routes and all, it became like tough for us to get the right notification where to go or what to do. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating.
Bringing TTC service back to pre-pandemic levels was a key promise from Chow before being elected mayor 2 months ago. Today, she and TTC brass said service will be at 93% in September and increase to 95% by November, with bus service at 99%.
Give us time. We'll get there. We'll look around for any kind of efficiency, any kind of funding that we can get. We will put it in to make sure the TTC can operate with the kind of funding they deserve, and not just from the fare box.
It's one thing to try and put some bus-only lanes in to replace the Scarborough RT. It's another to get the busway built in the corridor where it now exists. The city is actually doing some planning right now, but Mayor Olivia Chow says the funding needs to come from the province. She also hinted that a meeting is going to take place between her and Premier Doug Ford in early September.